especially on a back-to-back night. But Mike Brown says we're going to go to him early and we're going to go to him often right here, just using his size and shooting over Jermain O'Neal here. And what I like, running the break, Mo Williams just throws it to the rim and let him use that frame to finish. And then he's going to take up so much size and he's able to finish. It's not the same explosiveness which you used to see, but he's effective.
Well, at the other end of the floor, Jermain O'Neal, who's played 4 more minutes, has been a big factor at the defensive end. Blocking a couple shots, picking up 2 charges, and still the ability up, or find a way to follow on the offense where he has a total of 12 points and 5 rebounds in the first half.
And a look at our game summary. Both clubs shooting well. Both teams going to the foul line frequently. 11 fast break points for the Cavaliers. And Miami, once again, with good bench production. LeBron James, 19 points in the first half. In 19 minutes, he started out 0 for 5 from the field. And Dwyane Wade with 18 points in 17 minutes of play. Let's check in with Craig Sager. Craig.
Well, a lot of talk from our studio at halftime about doubling both LeBron James and Dwyane Wade. I talked to both coaches. First of all, Miami says they will probably not double team LeBron James because he is so good at spraying the ball or passing out of the double team. Plus, he's been beating everybody down the floor. The job of guarding him will be Quentin, Richardson, and Udonis Haslem. The problem for Miami, both those players have 3 fouls. As for Cleveland doubling Dwyane Wade, Coach Brown says that is not what we normally do. We'll go single coverage, Anthony Parker. If we have to shut down Dwyane Wade, LeBron will guard him in the 4th.
All right, thank you, Craig. Little jump hook by Shaq.
You know, one little thing that took place that we have to mention here, Quentin Richardson taking that blow to his chest as Chalmers pulls up for that little in-between jump shot. He has no points for Miami. He's averaging 9 on the season. He's taken the most 3-pointers on this team, shooting almost 42% right now in the first half. 2 for 8 from the 3-point line for the Miami Heat. So they've lost a valuable piece. Perhaps that blow in the chest took its toll.
On the turnover, here comes Chalmers around Williams. Williams just took a swipe, tried to strip him, and missed.
Very much the same way Chalmers started that first quarter, getting into the paint, making things happen.
Mario Chalmers, 2nd-round draft pick last season out of Kansas. Very solid regular season, not the case in the playoffs. Miami knocked out by Atlanta in the first round. Shaq gets inside, taking advantage of the switch.
There's that weak side cutoff man. When the big man O'Neal leaves Shaquille O'Neal, what happens is a guard has to cut off Shaq, and the guard just didn't get there in time.
13 points for Shaquille. Wade had the baseline closed, and he drew the foul. It is a block on Parker.
Parker had the right idea to try to cut off that baseline, just a little bit slow getting there. And now they're saying Dwyane Wade's going to the line to shoot 2.
Anthony Parker with his 4th personal foul, so 3 apiece on Varejao and Hickson, 4 on Parker. For Miami, 3 apiece on Richardson and Haslem.
You know, at halftime, both star players for their respective teams. LeBron had 10 free throw attempts, and Dwyane Wade had 10 free throw attempts. And when you look at Dwyane Wade, this season, he's averaging over 12 free throw attempts per game. And you know, we talked this morning about the all-time great list of guys who went to the line over and over and over again. And interestingly, the top free throw shooter of all time, meaning how many free throw attempts per game, was Wilt Chamberlain, just over 11 per game. Bob Pettit, 2nd. Shaq, 3rd, almost 10 a game. Jerry West, 4th, 9.5 a game. And Dwyane Wade, number 5 for his career, 9.3 free throw attempts per game. That's a ton.
And 2 of those guys had trouble at the line, Wilt Chamberlain and Shaquille O'Neal. Again, Mo Williams from downtown. So he is once again on target. He hit 4 last night, 4 of 5 tonight. Here is Beasley with a runner. O'Neal on the rebound. And Jermain puts it in. He's fouled by Shaquille O'Neal.
And Jermain staying active on the offensive glass. I thought Beasley did a good job of not settling for the jump shot and giving himself a shot at the at the basket, but look at Jermain just keeping the ball alive. He gathers his feet and goes up with the left hand. One of the best left-hand finishers for a big guy in this league.
It's the third one he's finished tonight with his left hand around the rim.
Third foul on Shaq. Jermain O'Neal acquired last season from Toronto just prior to the trade deadline. In that deal for Sean Marion. Jermain O'Neal, a first-round pick of Portland way back in 1996, basically sat with the Blazers for 4 years, traded to Indiana where he blossomed as a 6-time All-Star. They double up on Shaq. See Wade cheating over. And here is Shaq going at Jermain O'Neal in a foul. Wade looking for an offensive foul, but the foul on Miami.
Yeah, I think Jermain is looking for an offensive foul as well. He says, look, I'm going straight up to contest this shot. Shaq using that offhand to get off that baby hook.
Second on Jermain O'Neal. Shaq 5 of 8 at the line.
Mark, you mentioned how Jermain O'Neal sat those 4 years in Portland. Let's remember back then Portland was on pace to win an NBA championship. I think they had like Rasheed Wallace on the front line. Brian Grant may have been on that front line. And he was just a youngster, okay? So
Sabonis.
So there was no room to play for him. You know, he had to sit and watch.
And I don't think Eric Spoelstra is thinking Jermain's going to get that all-star touch that he had in Indiana. He just wants him to compete, block shots, and score down low, which he's done tonight.
Chalmers with a beautiful setup for Beasley. It's a 1-point Cavalier lead. They've led by as many as 7. Beasley 5 for 5 from the floor. 12 points. James over Richardson for 3.
And if you're Quentin Richardson, you're going to have to live with that because you don't want to give up that explosive dunk if LeBron puts it down. You've got to live with him taking that jump shot.
Wade using the pick, goes right at. And last touch by the Cavs.
Well, this is all you want to do. A couple hesitations by LeBron James and you just raise up. If you are Quentin Richardson, what you want to do is kind of crowd him a little bit more than that. That's too much space.
And a tripping foul charged to Mo Williams. So that is his third personal. Cavaliers with their third team foul. Miami going with its starting lineup. They have Wade and Chalmers at the guards, Beasley, O'Neal, and Richardson on the front line. They clear it out for Jermain O'Neal. He goes at Shaquille O'Neal, came up short. And they both hit the deck. An open jumper missed by Moon, and it's deflected out.
Was there any contact on Jermain O'Neal's drive on Shaquille O'Neal on that? I mean, Jermain's doing the right thing. You take him off the dribble. That's a foul. That is a foul.
I'm not arguing with you, Reg. You got his whole arm. I'd say it's a foul.
Here's James once again from the perimeter. Back comes Chalmers. Beasley from deep. Reese had the touch. 15 points for Michael Beasley. Shaq with a series of moves gave it up for Hickson. Yes. J.J.Hickson with the open shot.
And that's how Hickson is going to earn more minutes on the floor. If he can knock down, especially when you're doubling LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal, knock down those 12-footers.
Wade's pass picked off. Here comes Hickson. So the Cavaliers now lead at 75-70. Cavaliers at 5-3 coming into tonight's play. They have won 5 of their last 6. Got off to that shaky start, lost their first 2, including the home opener, then won 3 in a row. Miami 6, and they have won their last 3. Beasley this time came up short. Williams with the open shot. That's a two-pointer from Mo Williams, leading to a Miami timeout.
Yeah, the Miami Heat's transition defense did not talk to each other. You had 2 or 3 white jerseys go towards Mo Williams, and then they all went away from him. This is a guy who was 12 for 20 last night against Orlando. Here come the white jerseys towards him, and then they all go away from him. He's wide open. That's a 2.
What he's going to bring to the game. I know the competitive nature that he's going to bring, the excitement throughout the game. And it just makes it one of those games, one of those fun games you want to play in. So I look forward to it, every year. And I look forward to a good outcome.
Touche, D-Wade, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. I remember when number 23 would come in the building, you turn off your phone, your friends try to call you and come by and ask for tickets. Dwayne's right. There's a lot of games in the NBA, but there's only certain games that take on playoff field. And when Michael Jordan, as Dwyane Wade knocks down a jump shot, there's certain games that take on a playoff field. And when Chicago and MJ came, because if you weren't mentally prepared, he was going to embarrass you. And you don't want to get embarrassed. Dwyane Wade does not want to get embarrassed, as Mo Williams is on fire in this second half.
How about Cleveland coming into tonight from three-point range 47%, and they've added to that as they have hit 7 of 11, 5 three-pointers for Williams. Beasley coming up short. James on the move. Oh, good look, and the rejection by Beasley to stop Hickson.
You don't realize how long Beasley is when he goes up.
At the other end, Beasley off the mark, and it's deflected out, last touch by the Heat.
Well, you see the great look by LeBron. He's looking back at the other end of the floor. He knows where his teammate is, but Beasley is not conceding anything at the rim.
Cavaliers with an 80-72 lead, 5.5 remaining in this third quarter. James with the catch and shoot. Beasley able to sweep it. Here's Wade going at Shaq. Draws the foul. Yes! And it counts.
I like what Dwyane Wade did right here. It looked like Shaq did a good job of cutting off the angle, but Wade did a good job of going right into the body as Shaquille O'Neal kind of stuck out that left shoulder. Shaq picking up his 4th personal.
Shaquille takes a seat. Anderson Varejao will come on, along with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Hickson also departs.
And both of these teams shooting 51% from the field. You mentioned earlier, these are 2 of the best defensive teams, certainly in the top 10 in the league.
6-point Cavalier lead. Varejao trying to set the pick for Williams. Good job by Wade, able to stay with the ball. James with 4 on the shot clock. Fires one up for 3. Rebounded by Wade. Took it out of the hands of Varejao, but a foul. And the foul on Varejao, extending his leg, called for the trip.
It does. It allows Miami to score with no time coming off the clock as Varejao picked up his 3rd foul. And very close to over the back by Dwyane Wade, but no call. And you see the little trip at the end by Varejao kind of hook up Dwyane Wade's legs.
Cavaliers over the limit. So Wade to the line. He's 8 of 13 at the line. Varejao with number 4. 4 apiece on Varejao, O'Neal, and Parker.
We talked earlier about Dwyane Wade being number 5 in all-time free throw shooters per game. Michael Jordan was a guy when he came into the league who got to the line all the time. And when you look way back when he first came in, he averaged almost 10 a game. But then look, Reggie, how his numbers went down. As Michael became a better jump shooter, he shot less free throws because he stopped the driving, and which takes its toll on your body. So it'll be interesting to see if Wade, okay, the same thing happens to him. The toll on his body. He's already had one major injury where he lost the season, and now will he wind up becoming a better jump shooter as he gets older?
Oh, Hickson with a nice move, getting inside. Cavaliers with an 82-76 lead.
Well, I think Dwyane has improved his jump shot. He is still a fearless driver, but you got to remember, Dwyane hits the ground a lot as well, and that's what could possibly slow him down.
Wade now guarded by Jamario Moon as the long arms. Good play by Ilgauskas. Williams looking for an angle. Richardson able to stay with him. Nice pass. Mo Williams to J.J.Hickson, who has had a big third quarter. 8 of his 12 points here in the third. J.J.Hickson in the starting lineup for the third straight game. Second-year man out of North Carolina State. Beasley had the hot hand earlier. Nice ball movement by the Cavaliers. Still much time on the clock.
After all those passes, they still had 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Here's Mo Williams for 3. Rebounded by Beasley. Nice box out. It's a rare miss from Mo from beyond that three-point line. It is a sellout crowd here in Miami, better than 19,000. Chalmers from downtown. It's a Miami team that is off to a surprising start, 6-1. They've won their last 3. Cavaliers at 5-3. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. Williams put it up for Hickson, and a foul. Hickson hit from behind.
This is one thing that he's really improved on, getting to the teeth of defense, but also stepping back behind that three-point line.
Dwyane Wade with 23 points. This is the 21st consecutive game that Dwyane Wade has scored at least 20 points in the game. That goes back to March 14th of last year. That ties the all-time Miami Heat franchise record, a record that he set last year, January 30th to March 14th. So 21 straight games with at least 20 points for Dwyane Wade.
Dwyane Wade bouncing back last season from the knee problems that limited him to 51 games 2 years ago, a season that the Heat won only 15 games. And you look back at last year, he seemed to get stronger as the season progressed, ended up leading the NBA, averaging 30 a game. He's just under 30 to this point this season, comes off a 41-point performance, 14 of his 41 in the fourth quarter the other night here at home against the Wizards. J.J.Hickson has been instrumental in the Cavaliers' good play here in the third quarter as he misses on the first. 8 of his 12 points have come in the third.
Well, in that starting position now, instead of Anderson Varejao, who's been somewhat totally out of it since that dunk. 4 fouls, only 1 field goal, only 3 rebounds, and Hickson picking up the slack offensively for him.
That's the dunk by Dwyane Wade back in the first quarter as he went right at Varejao. Foul is called on Ilgauskas.
What more could Ilgauskas could have done? Did he get him with the body? Because he didn't leave his feet, and it looked like he was just straight up. He had his hands in the air as he picked up his third foul.
It has been a parade to the line by the Heat here in the third quarter. Cavaliers have been over the limit for some time. Miami with just 2 team fouls. However, the Heat only 19 of 28 at the line.
They shoot 78% on the year, 6th best in the league, and tonight only 68% from the free throw line.
Carlos Arroyo has checked back in. Has Joel Anthony. So Dwyane Wade gets a rest here at the end of the. No, Dwyane stays on the court. Arroyo and Wade in the backcourt. Richardson is up front with Haslam and Anthony. Here's the lob by Ilgauskas finding Hickson.
Nice call that time. They emptied out the weak side. They set a pick and roll screen out high with Hickson. There was nobody there big enough to rotate. You saw the ball basically just went over the top of the rotating defender. Hickson caught it, finished it.
Wade on the drive, kept alive momentarily by Anthony. Back comes James. Gibson. Rejected. Gibson tried to throw a floater up, and Joel Anthony, who is a shot blocker, turned it right back.
Well, Anthony doing a good job of staying with the play, understanding get back to the paint and protect the paint.
Moon with the inbounds. Gibson was looking for that three-point line. Backs it up. James. Played by Richardson. Finding an open Gibson for three. Rebounded by Haslam. Wade went for the reverse and was hacked by Moon.
And LeBron James, who is 9 of 10 from the free throw line, all 10 of those free throws came in the first quarter. Now Dwyane Wade's going to the line for his 16th and 17th free throw of this game.
National coverage of the NBA continues tomorrow on ESPN. It's the Hawks and the Celtics, followed by the Lakers and the Nuggets. Saturday on NBA TV, Blazers and the Bobcats. And then NBA TV's Fan Night. Go to NBA.com, NBA TV, and vote now for the game that you want to watch. Next Tuesday, voting ends at midnight tonight.
Pretty good matchup following us. West Coast powers, Phoenix Suns, LA Lakers. Both with only one loss.
How about the Suns 8-1, 4 straight wins. Lakers 6-1.
Whoever you talk to that has seen Phoenix is just amazed at the condition and shape that Steve Nash is in. He looks like a younger version of Steve Nash. He's played terrific.
LeBron gets the roll. When you started to say the Suns and Steve in great shape, I thought you were referring to the general manager, Steve Kerr,
Steve
for just
Kerr.
a moment.
Yeah. No, I can't say that right now about Steve Kerr.
You taking a shot at Steve?
No, I'm just not saying.
Wow.
Not in his best shape.
Okay.
Shot clock is down to 4. Wade draws the foul. Beautiful pump fake, and Moon went for it.
Number 18 and 19 free throws out. If you're Jamario Moon, you have to understand he's coming to you. Nice shoulder fake right here by Dwyane. Kind of jumps into him a little bit, gets the contact.
Now, these two guys matched up against each other in practice last year when they were on the same team, so you would think that Moon might have seen that before.
Final minute, third quarter. Wade is now 13 of 18 at the line. Mentioned Jamario Moon, signed as a free agent after spending time with Miami and Toronto last year. Played in the CBA, the USBL, the World Basketball Association. There's Jamario. France, Mexico, Italy. Spent some time with the Harlem Globetrotters.
Kid loves basketball.
That's a 3 for Gibson.
I wonder if Arroyo thought the shot had already gone up because he turned his back to him like Gibson wasn't going to shoot it, or he thought it was already out of his hands.
Cavaliers now lead it by 8. Haslam with a hard driving move, rebounded by Ilgauskas. And the Cavs can play it down as a fraction of a second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Gibson for three. Final seconds. Here's Quentin Richardson firing. After three, Cavaliers with their biggest lead of the night. They're up 92-84. You're watching the NBA on TNT. In Miami, time for the Coach's Corner as we head to the fourth quarter, presented by Ford. And moments ago, Craig Sager with Miami Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra.
Well, Coach, you've held 5 of your first 7 opponents under 90 points the entire game. Cleveland has 92 already. What type of defense are you playing, or are they just playing that much better offensively?
A little bit of both. I mean, we haven't been very good defensively starting in the first quarter. We can be better, but they make it hard on you.
Dwyane Wade likes to be in a position to take over the fourth quarter. He has 27 points. Are you close enough for him to do that here, or does he need more help?
Everybody's going to have to step up. I have to give Dwyane a couple minutes rest right now, and hopefully we can get it closer.
All right, thanks a lot. Back to you, Mark.
On Erik Spoelstra at 38 years of age, the youngest head coach in the league. And his team is down by 8. Again, needs a big fourth quarter from Dwyane Wade. How about J.J.Hickson in the second half?
How about the ball movement by the Cavaliers? They reversed that ball twice, shared the basketball, touched the basketball, wound up getting a big basket from J.J.Hickson.
A career high 17 points for Hickson, 13 coming in the second half. Shot clock down to 3, down to 2. Arroyo. Mo Williams wisely stepped away, avoiding contact.
Well, Erik Spoelstra talked about sitting Dwyane Wade to give him a little bit of break, but if you look at this Heat roster, who's going to put the ball in the basket and score for them?
Well, remember, Arroyo came on. It was 3 for 3 in the first half, so that was a nice lift by him. But we're seeing the Cleveland defense start to lock in right now and take away the open looks from Miami.
Cavaliers have their biggest lead of the night with a minute 20 gone by in this fourth quarter. Marv Albert along with Reggie Miller and the Czar, Mike Fratello, Craig Sager working the sideline. Shot clock again rolling down, just 3, down to 2. Good play by Ilgauskas, and it's a 24-second violation.
Not the best place to leave Udonis Haslem, 23 feet away from the basket with 3 seconds left on the 24-second clock, and ask him to create a shot on his own against a 7'3" guy that gave him a little bit of room.
Mike Brown now has a backcourt of Mo Williams and Anthony Parker. Zydrunas Ilgauskas up front with J.J.Hickson and Jamario Moon. Here's Williams. Nice setup. Hickson and a crowd draws the foul.
That's all created by Mo Williams coming off the pick and roll. You get into the teeth of the defense. You suck them to you. Wide open Hickson, who gets fouled going to the free throw line.
Foul on Haslem. That is number 4. J.J.Hickson making his 3rd straight start. He's only 21 years old. 6'9", 240 pounds out of North Carolina State. And what a performance tonight for Hickson.
Well, we're at the point right now where Erik Spoelstra has to make a decision, Marv, what he's going to do with Dwyane Wade, because this game could get away quickly from Miami. You may have to say, you know what, I understand he's like 29+ minutes, close to 30 minutes, but we need him back out on the floor now to create shots, not only for himself, but for other teammates.
On the back tap, Cavaliers able to keep it alive. And they are buying time for LeBron James. Here is Williams. Rebounded by Haslem. The other night against Washington, Wade with 14 of his 41 in the fourth quarter. His second 40-point game against the Wizards within a week. Haslem, Moon with the rebound. Well, Williams trying to set things up. Ilgauskas out to set the pick. There's Parker for 3. Miami in the midst of a drought here at the start of the fourth. And the crowd upset with Arroyo backpedaling and Miami taking much time off the clock on every possession.
Well, it's 2 times in a row that Haslam has not taken the shot when the ball hits his hands. The first time he made believe, then he shot it after pausing. That time he gave it back up. He turned it down.
Foul was called on Ilgauskas. That's his 4th. Timeout. Cleveland up by 11. Starting with Mario Chalmers, member of the NCAA champion Kansas Jayhawks.
Game winner against the Memphis.
One of the dramatic shots in NCAA history. Daquan Cook going to the finals. Udonis Haslem to the finals with Florida. Jamal McLaurin, member of the champion Kentucky Wildcats.
So is that saying that those players that went to college wound up getting some excellent coaching at the lower level and then were able to use that and apply it here at the pro level?
I think what it says is that we were looking for something to put together for team assets presented by that Moto Blue. But you, as always, can read into it whatever you'd like. Notice how Lazar turns it into a coaching aspect. Dwyane Wade is back on the floor. Here is Haslam. Yes. That's the first field goal in quite some time. Miami without a bucket and over 6 minutes of play.
Finally, a catch and shoot by Haslam right there. Nice penetration by Chalmers. Catch and shoot by Haslam.
The runner by Mo Williams. Another sensational shooting night for Mo Williams. 23 points. He's hit 5 from downtown, coming up off the 28 last night against the Magic. Here's Beasley. Oh, it looked like Moon got a piece of it.
Almost might have blocked it into the basket. Looked like it was a little hard going up, but soft coming down.
97-88 Cavaliers. 8 minutes to play here in the 4th. Nice move by Williams. Beautiful pass. Moon with the finish.
Mo Williams right now is going anywhere he wants on the court. And basically, he's directing everything. If he wants to score, he gets an open look. If he wants to distribute to his teammate, he finds an open guy.
Here's Beasley, turned back. And last touched by Miami.
Jamario Moon has played fantastic off the bench for the Cavaliers. Does a good job of forcing Beasley baseline and still gets up to block the shot as it goes off of Beasley for the Cavs basketball.
And at the other end, Moon, who's getting the minutes tonight, 27 minutes of play, 8 points, 6 rebounds.
Well, Mike Brown said there's going to be more minutes with Delonte West being inactive for the last 2 nights. Jamario Moon making the best of them.
And that pass deflected out.
And Mark, we had Cleveland, Reggie, a week ago, and remember, Moon didn't even get into the game that night, but that's because West missing. The spot opens up, and all of a sudden, the guy gets a chance to get his minutes back again, and we see the outstanding performance.
That was the victory last Thursday night in Cleveland by the Chicago Bulls. Here's LeBron James making his return. Comes on for J.J.Hickson, who has had a career game. 18 points for Hickson. Parker with a beautiful spin. And Haslam not able to hold on.
LeBron James forgot his mouthpiece and had to sprint back to the other end just to get it. Never play with a mouthpiece. Maybe because I was out there talking, so I couldn't play with a mouthpiece.
Now you said that. That was you were out
but you looked at me
so much. Was that the completion of the sentence?
I just couldn't. I couldn't have no gum, anything. Had to be. My jaws had to be free.
James played by Haslam. And it's picked off by Beasley. LeBron thought he had the angle, but Beasley able to step in and take that pass. Wade for 3. And Mike Brown immediately calls for time.
Well, you said, Reggie, this is his quarter. Dwyane Wade trying to heat up right now with about 7 minutes remaining.
Dwyane Wade just walks into a three-pointer. No hands up, knocking it down.
Just a moment ago, Dwyane Wade hit the three-pointer. He now has 30. The Cavalier lead is now 99-91. Just under 7 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. James blocked by Haslam. Haslam tried to get to the spot, could not.
You could question whether he travels before the foul takes place. Right there is where Haslam moves under him, so perhaps the foul did take place before his foot came back down again.
And for Udonis Haslam, that number 5, Quentin Richardson will come on for Haslam.
LeBron James traveling? There's no way they would call that. Would they?
I think they will. I do.
That was like when Michael got a traveling call. Michael Jordan got a traveling call?
Now, wait a second. I think you also received the benefit of the doubt upon occasion.
Me?
Yeah, you traveled a lot, Rich, being honest. You're going to be.
Oh, that Atlanta head coaching is coming out of you right now.
Here's James. Foul is called on Jermain O'Neal, and that'll put LeBron at the line. Shaquille O'Neal is also back on the floor. Shaq playing with 4 fouls. So LeBron, who is 9 of 10 at the line, will shoot 2. Let's go to Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studios.
Yeah, Marv, still to come tonight here on TNT. Kobe Bryant leading the league in scoring at 34 a night. Leads the Lakers, who are 6-1, against the Phoenix Suns out of the gate 8-1. We will take you to Staples Center as soon as you're done in South Beach. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Ernie. We'll hear from Kevin Harlan, Doug Collins. And here in Miami, it's a 10-point Cavalier lead. Wade being played by Parker. With Beasley putting the move on Hickson. He tried to dunk over O'Neal, and a foul is called on Shaq. Little change of pace move off the dribble by Beasley.
And Beasley, who is a left-hander, trying to finish this with his right hand. You see the extension. He's taking off from the dot. It's here, trying to dot Shaquille O'Neal with the finish.
And for Shaq, it is number 5. Beasley now 3 of 3 at the line. Been a strong game for Michael Beasley. Did most of his damage early. 7 of 12, 18 points in all, 5 rebounds. Beasley, the number 2 overall pick in last year's draft out of Kansas. Beasley, O'Neal, and Richardson up front. Wade and Chalmers in the backcourt. So Eric Spoelstra back to his starting lineup. It's an 8-point Cleveland lead. Richardson continues to defend on James. LeBron with the jumper. Good hustle by Hickson. And last touch by Miami, the outside official. Sean Corbin with the call. Sean right along the baseline. Did not have the look, and he was looking for help.
And Greg Willard is coming over right now. They're going to have a little conference here to decide who it went off for last.
From that angle, it definitely looks like it goes off J.J.Hickson if the officials say they're going to jump it up.
That appears to be the call. Let's see, as once again, Greg Willard and Sean Corbin have the discussion. It will be a jump ball.
Now, it looks like the two
They're trying to make
participants,
sure that they got the right guys jumping against each other here rather than somebody else stepping in the circle.
And those are the correct players. They were the ones involved in that deflection. Hickson and Chalmers will go on the jump. Beasley trying to get position. And Greg Willard, the lead official, comes in from the far side to point out the proper positioning for the players. And it's controlled by Miami. Just under 6 left in the fourth. Here's Beasley. Kept alive. Nice play by Chalmers. Wade guarded by Parker. Shoots for three. Yes! Another three for Dwyane Wade. Miami right back in it. Down by 5.
We talked about that improved outside shot. See what all that driving he did through the first 3 quarters? It allows him just to raise up with little resistance.
33 for Wade. Cavaliers have led by as many as 11. Shot clock to 5. There's Williams with the teardrop. What a move by Mo Williams.
And Chalmers is normally a pretty good on-the-ball defender. You know, he has quick feet, he has long arms, he challenges shots. At that time, Mo Williams just went around him and hit the little floater.
25 from Mo. Richardson. Quentin Richardson last game for Miami against Washington attempted just 2 shots. 0 for 2. Same here tonight. They double up on James. Nice pass to the open man. Hit somebody, stripped by Wade. Wade for 3. And last touch by Miami.
You're down only 7 points. Let's look at the defensive end. Dwyane Wade coming in to save the layup here with the block shot. You don't have to settle for threes. You can take it to the basket, make a layup, and get fouled and get 3 that way. There's plenty of time left. You're down only 7 points.
They clear it out for LeBron. James got the step. The ball back to Miami.
Well, what LeBron has tried to do the last couple of times down is figure out how Miami has changed. They trapped him twice on pick and rolls, which he hadn't seen before. So he's looking over the defense, trying to decide how he should attack it.
Anderson Varejao has come on for J.J.Hickson. 103-96 Cleveland as we approach 4 minutes to play in the 4th. Wade is open. Wade on the drive is fouled.
Coach, that's what you're talking about, not settling for that jump shot. He had a wide open 12-footer and decided to take it to the baseline side, get the contact, and try to finish.
You saw him waiting for the ball to get to him. Watch Wade reaching out for the return pass. It's like, hurry up and get it to me so I can get to the baseline, initiate contact, and get back to the line again.
And that was number 5 on Zydrunas Ilgauskas. A programming reminder, TNT this December, a story about life on the other side of the middle. Don't miss Ray Romano in the new series premiere of Men of a Certain Age, December 7th at 10, 9 Central on TNT. Wade now 15 of 20 at the line, 34 points. Varejao able to pull it down. Let's check in again with Ernie.
Yeah, Marv, just a quick update to let you know the game has started at Staples Center. We'll be taking you there as soon as you guys are done in Miami. As you can see, scoreless with just under 11 minutes to play in the first quarter. Guaranteed with these teams, it won't stay that way.
All right, Ernie, here we have 3.5 to go in the 4th quarter. James with that steal. And Sean Corbin calling a foul on Chalmers as he tried to trap James.
Nice weak side help by LeBron James to get back into the play to come up with that steal.
Now the officials conferring as to how much time should be put on the 24. They're saying 22. And Cleveland will put it in play in their front court. They have a 103-97 lead. 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th.
LeBron James and Quentin Richardson kind of getting into it a little bit. Little John going back and forth.
Here's the open shot from Parker. Misfired on that 3. Wade met by Parker. Here's Wade, he got the step. Wade, yes, what an amazing fingertip control to get that off and hit over the 7'3" Ilgauskas.
It's the first step after he got the ball back that he was able to beat his defender.
Here's Williams try to slip it. James on the save. Shot clock to 6. LeBron for 3. LeBron James from downtown to extend the Cavalier lead to 7 points.
Dwyane Wade, coach, you talked about that first step. As soon as he gets the ball back, explodes into the middle over Ilgauskas. And then here, this is what we call walking the dog. Just walks him down, stares him down, and knocks it down.
Jay in Atlanta with this game break. It is a 12-6 Laker lead. Andrew Bynum with 6 early points. The points for Phoenix so far coming from a Channing Frye three-pointer and a three-point play by Amari Stoudemire. We will take you there as soon as the game is over in Miami. Back to Mark.
All right, thank you, Ernie. 106-99 Cavaliers.
A tough turnover that time. The drive by Richardson. He looked for his big man stepping back along the baseline, just threw the pass a little bit too far.
But how about the Cavaliers and LeBron James running Quentin Richardson off that three-point line?
Down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth. Shot clock down to 7. Here's James. So he will head back to the line. Beautiful move, pulling it back and then taking to the rim.
Well, I want to know who's taking the brunt of the hit right here. Is it LeBron James or is it Jermain O'Neal? Well, he puts Jermain O'Neal, who runs 6'10", 6'11", 250 flat on his back.
That's the second time that LeBron has collided with Jermain O'Neal. He did it about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Same thing. Listen.
That's a shot. That is a shot.
LeBron is now 12 of 13 at the line. Wade puts the move on Parker. That's a tough angle shot. Rebounded by Shaquille O'Neal. And now we're just under 2 to play in this fourth quarter.
Well, if Cleveland does hang on to win this game, how about a nice road trip? You go into Orlando to get a win last night, and a back-to-back night you come here to Miami with a team that's been playing fairly well, and you get a W.
And the call, it is on Richardson. So that'll put James back to the line. That's number 5 on Quentin Richardson. For Miami, it's game 3 of a 5-game homestand. The Nets here on Saturday night, followed by the Oklahoma City Thunder to finish it out. Cavaliers Saturday night back home for the Utah Jazz. And then home for Golden State, followed by a stretch playing 4 of 5 on the road. And if they hang on here for the victory, that'll be 6 wins in their last 7 games. Miami takes a timeout, so they'll have 1 remaining with 1:47 left, fourth quarter.
Stoudemire 5 to lead Phoenix. It's an 18-10 Laker lead. And again, we'll be taking you to Kevin Harlan and Doug Collins in Los Angeles in just a couple of minutes. Marv?
All right, thank you, Ernie. 1:47 remaining here on the fourth. And the Cavaliers have a 10-point lead. The high point men, Dwyane Wade with 36. And LeBron James with 32 points. Miami ball as we pick it up. Chalmers. Wade changed his mind. Here's Beasley for 3. Michael Beasley from downtown.
Now you need a stop. 7-point deficit. Come down and execute your offense, but you've got to come up with a stop. You can't put the Cavaliers on the free throw line.
And Miami over the foul of it. Nice move by James. Here's LeBron to the rim. Haslam with the rebound. Chalmers pulls up for 3. And it's last touched by Wade.
Last time LeBron touched the ball, it looked like the whole Miami Heat team went after him. He had a double team, a triple team, and then the next guy rotating over.
Apparently Moon in that collision with Wade was poked in the eye. Coming up on a minute to play in the fourth. Shot clock to 5. Here's James, and again he draws the foul. So these will be free throws numbers 17 and 18.
Well, you know, they didn't disappoint tonight, LeBron James and Dwyane Wade, especially in that first quarter with both of them having fantastic dunks. LeBron James with the alley-oop and Dwyane Wade with that finish over Anderson Varejao. But it was a supporting cast for the Cavaliers. Mo Williams was on fire, coming off that 12 of 20 last night, 28 points.
And to show the physicalness of the game and the contact that these two star players take, the high for this season was 20 free throw attempts by Chris Bosh against Detroit. Already, Wade has 21, and dumped right there by Beasley, taking it to the basket. And LeBron has 18 free throw attempts. So both of these guys receiving the physicalness of the defense and getting to the foul line.
And this is the first of 3 meetings between these two clubs. Off the steal. Foul is called on James. It's a 4th team foul on the Cavaliers. Let's see what they say in the act. Richardson actually pulled up, put the brakes on, so it is a non-shooting foul.
You got to go up with that because you understand that the guy is behind you as the officials talk about it. But you got to be smart to go up and get fouled in the act of shooting.
Just 39 seconds to play. And a 7-point Cavalier lead. Beasley sets the pick. Here's Wade for 3. So the Cavaliers will go to a record of 7-3. 6 wins their last 7 games. Varejao trapped and he is fouled. The Heat will drop to 6-2. They had won 3 in a row. 6-1, matching the best start in Miami Heat history in their 22 years of the franchise. They have never opened at 7-1, and that will not happen this season. And a battle of the superstars. LeBron James, 8 of 20 from the field, 16 of 18 at the line, 34 points, 7 assists. Dwyane Wade came out firing, hit a couple of threes at the early portion of the fourth quarter. He has 36 points, 9 for 21, and 15 of 21 from the foul line. But I think this is a game that will be remembered for the sensational play in the first quarter and that amazing dunk by Wade right in the face of Anderson Varejao. We'll be back in a moment. Well, apparently we will stay right here to chat some more.
Well, if you look at the box score, the difference comes with Cleveland having that 4th guy right now on the starting unit, which happened to be J.J.Hickson, who made the difference. You know, you have your 3 guys, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, and Mo Williams. On the other hand, for Miami, they have Wade, Jermain O'Neal, and Beasley. That's your shot distribution. The guys are going to get most of them. But then who's the next guy to step up? Well, Hickson goes for 18 as a starter. And when you look over on Miami's side, Richardson tonight really struggled. Perhaps that early blow he took to the chest affected him. Chalmers couldn't get it going. He only has 8 points right now.
What a night from Mo Williams, though. 10 of 15 from the field, 5 from downtown. Again, the Cavaliers shoot the 3 effectively, 9 out of 19. Richardson throws in. Here's Beasley on a catch and shoot for 3. James is on it, and they'll just run it out. Cleveland Cavaliers look to get back home for the Utah Jazz on Saturday night, while the Heat will face the Nets here in Miami on Saturday night. So the final score, the Cavaliers 111 and the Heat 104. We'll be back with more from Miami in a moment.